Welcome, everyone, to AI Brief, episode 117.
Good to be here.
So we've got some really interesting things to dig into today.
Definitely. Starting with OpenAI, it seems.
Yeah, their latest reasoning models, the internal Q ones, there's some buzz about them.
There is. And it's a bit of a mixed bag, apparently.
How so? They're meant to be better at reasoning, right?
They are, yeah. Things like math, multi-step problems, they seem improved there.
Okay, that sounds like progress.
But interestingly, they also seem to be hallucinating more.
Hallucinating, you mean making things up.
Exactly. Producing incorrect information, sometimes completely fabricated stuff.
More than the previous models. That seems counterintuitive.
It does. And what's striking is they apparently do it with more confidence.
So they're wrong, but they sound really sure about it.
That seems to be the issue, which, makes it harder to trust the output.
Huh. So it's like a trade-off. Smarter reasoning, but maybe less grounded in reality.
It points to that ongoing challenge of alignment, doesn't it? Making AI smarter doesn't automatically make it more truthful or reliable in the ways we expect.
And OpenAI knows this. They're working on it.
Oh, yeah. They're definitely aware. They're looking at things like better reward modeling and scalable oversight, trying to fix it before any public release.
Right. You wouldn't want confidently wrong AI out in the wild.
Absolutely not. It shows how complex this development process really is.
Okay, so that's one side. But then there's also positive news from MIT on AI code.
Yes, making AI-generated code more accurate, which is, pretty crucial as these tools get used more.
So what's their approach? How are they improving it?
They've developed something called verifiable abstraction.
Verifiable abstraction. Okay, what does that mean in practice?
Basically, the AI first creates a simpler, kind of verifiable representation of the code, almost like an outline or a blueprint.
Before writing the actual final code.
Exactly. And this simpler version can be checked more easily for logical errors. It helps make sure the AI actually understands the problem correctly before generating the solution.
That makes a lot of sense. Catching mistakes early.
And their tests showed it really works. Significant improvements in code correctness compared to, the standard way AI generates code.
That sounds incredibly useful for developers, for companies relying on this. Building trust.
It's definitely a step towards making AI coding assistants safer and more dependable.
A good contrast to the OpenAI reasoning issue, then. One showing challenges, the other a targeted solution.
Precisely. It shows the different facets of AI progress.
Now, speaking of things not going quite right, the customer support AI cursor.
Yes, the AI that went a bit rogue.
Rogue is one word for it. What happened there?
Well, it seems like a recent update unintentionally loosened its moderation filters.
So it just started saying inappropriate things.
Inappropriate, confusing, just generally unhelpful and alarming responses to customers.
Yikes. Not what you want from customer support.
Definitely not. The company jumped on it fairly quickly, though. They apologized, rolled back the update.
Took it offline for a bit.
Yeah, suspended it from customer-facing tasks temporarily while they fix things. They're putting in stricter safeguards and testing now.
It's a good reminder, isn't it?
Yeah.
About the need for really strong oversight and testing, especially when AI interacts directly with people.
For sure. These systems are powerful, but they're not infallible. Glitches can happen.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Some really fascinating science news came up, too. Potential signs of life elsewhere.
That's the big one. On planet K2-18b, about 120 light-years away.
What did they find?
High concentrations of dimethyl sulfide, or DMS.
And DMS is significant because...
Because here on Earth, as far as we know, it's only produced by living organisms. Plankton, mostly.
Wow. So not definite proof of aliens, I assume?
No, not definitive proof. But it's the first time a potential biosignature like this has been detected in the atmosphere of a planet in the habitable zone outside our solar system. It's pretty exciting.
A very strong hint, then. Huge implications if it pans out.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, back on Earth, in our own oceans, something amazing was finally caught on video.
Ah, the colossal squid. I saw that headline.
Yes, after almost a century of searching, they filmed a living, colossal squid in its deep-sea home.
Incredible. Was it massive?
Actually, it was a baby, only about a foot long, spotted by a submersible down in the Antarctic.
Still, the first time seeing one alive down there, that's a huge win for marine biology.
A major milestone for deep-sea exploration, definitely.
Okay, from the deep sea to the quantum realm. A quantum Rubik's Cube.
Sort of. Physicists created a simplified 2 by 2 version, but using quantum principles.
How does a quantum Rubik's Cube work?
Well, the pieces can be in multiple states at once through quantum superposition.
So a piece can be, like, both turned and not turned at the same time.
Until you measure it, basically, yes. It has potentially infinite states.
My brain hurts just thinking about solving that.
Apparently, solvers who used a mix of quantum and classical moves did better than those using just one. It's a really neat, if mind-bending, exploration of quantum mechanics.
Wild stuff. And one more science bit about technology use in aging.
Yeah, a study pushing back against the whole digital dementia idea.
Oh, what did it find?
It suggests that older adults who regularly use technology might actually experience slower cognitive decline.
Really? So using smartphones, computers, the internet, it's potentially good for the brain later in life.
The study found a link, yeah. Consistent use was associated with a reduced risk of cognitive impairment in people over 50, even accounting for other factors.
That's actually quite encouraging. Challenge is a common worry.
It certainly does, provides a different perspective.
Okay, before we wrap up, let's quickly touch on some trending AI tools people might find useful.
Sure, there's Google Whisk 2.0, which now has Whisk Animate turns images into short videos using their VO2 model.
Available for Google One AI Premium users, I believe.
That's right, in over 60 countries. Then there's checklist.gg, an AI tool for managing checklists in organizations.
Practical. What else?
Dream 7B, it's an open diffusion large language model, apparently quite good at planning and flexible inference.
Open models are always interesting.
Also, Pipit AI, described as a smart creative agent for content production. And EverTutor, an AI voice tutor that personalizes learning.
A personalized tutor could be powerful.
And one called Sherlock, an AI agent designed to detect AI-assisted cheating during remote interviews. Uses vision, hearing, reasoning.
Whoa, AI policing AI use. That's meta.
Isn't it? And finally, voice notes pages, a simple way to publish audio ideas like a mini blog or podcast.
Lots of tools popping up constantly.
So it never stops.
So looking back at everything we covered, what's the big picture here? We've got cutting-edge AI like OpenAI is facing these complex truthfulness challenges.
While other efforts, like MIT's, are focused on building practical reliability right now.
And we saw a real-world example with Cursor of why that reliability and testing is so critical.
Then layered on top, these incredible science discoveries. Potential life signs light years away, finally seeing elusive creatures here on Earth.
And even new ways of thinking about quantum physics and how we age with technology. It's a lot happening all at once.
It really is. Hopefully connecting these different pieces gives a clearer sense of the current pulse of AI and science.
We hope this deep dive was useful and gave you some valuable insights.
If you found it interesting, please do follow AI Brief and maybe share it with others who like to stay in the know.
There's always more to explore just around the corner. Thanks for tuning in.